This is, let's see, what is it? Wednesday, July 22nd. And this is day number 1 after Christy uploaded our promo video for my Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday free computer support sessions. So we're going to see if anybody calls in. While I'm waiting for that, I'm poking around looking at this Mirroring360 program to see what I can do with it. And here's the license information. I have to buy one license for each computer. I'm trying to paste that information into my contact card for that company. And there, it finally did paste. One-time purchase per receiving computer. So it's advertising an $11.99 purchase, not right purchase, but it only charged me $6.99. And here it shows $11.99, regularly $14.99. So that's curious and odd. If I go over here to my Privacycom list and scroll down, I find that here is Splashtop.com, which is the company behind Mirroring360. It shows I paid $6.99 on April 9th. When I come back here to my contact card, I see that my purchase was April 9th. I'm going to save that text I put in there. Now, previously when I was at the Mirroring360 site, it actually had Splashtop as the domain name. Let's see what happens if I go back to here. It does not say Splashtop, but it seems to me when I looked at it on my main computer, yeah, right here, Splashtop, when I went into account summary. So if I go, well, I'm not logged in over here, that's why. If I come over here and log into the account, and my LastPass has populated the username and the password, so I just click log in. And now we see the domain name of Splashtop. So in order for me to install this on my main computer, I'm going to have to buy another key. I wonder if I can do a trial on my main computer. How would I go about trying to do that? I can buy more licenses here. How much is it going to claim to charge me? $14.99 perpetual. Now, I think that means that it's not a subscription. It's just a one-time. And it's got a 20% off at $11.99. And it's showing the Privacycom card that I already used. Just going to come over here and confirm that I did use that particular card. Here, Splashtop, when I click on that, I see that just shows me that. I think I actually I called it Mirroring360. And there was the number 6608. So because I'm doing this with Privacycom, and I've limited it to $30 per month, even though I'm displaying the card number and the expiration date and the security code, nobody else can use that because they don't have that card on in their account, and so it won't actually take the money from my checking account. And this card is a single use for this site. I think it was for this site. What is its limitation? I'm not certain about that part. So there's where I can certainly buy another license. I'm interested in testing it on this computer to see if if it will perform better than it's performing on my slower computer. I have reason to have it on both. If it will work okay while I'm doing live stream broadcast and Zoom. That's pretty, I'm already have the demands pretty high on my computer. Download Mirroring360 receiver software. So I'm going to try downloading it for Windows. Here it's downloading in the bottom left corner, and see if I can install it on a trial mode for this computer. I'm going to show that in folder. I like to store installation files in a particular folder, so I'm going to cut it from here. I'm going to come over to where do I want to do it? Drivers for this computer. I've got a whole bunch of different folders, and I'm going to create a folder. Right click in the blank area, then left click on, or just float the mouse over the word new, then left click on folder, and then new folder is highlighted, so I just start typing the name that I want for that folder, Mirroring360. Press enter once to complete that name, enter again to actually go in that folder, and then Control V for paste. I could have right-clicked in the blank area and selected paste. Let's check on volume on the live stream. It's highlighted, so I just start. Yep, that's working. So now I'm going to try double-clicking on that. I've got this computer doing a lot right now. It's live streaming to YouTube, and it has a Zoom session open, and it has a V-Split virtual cam program open, so I can share the camera between the Zoom and my live streaming software. The program features you selected are being installed, so it's actually installing now. Oh, that's strange. My screen has gone dark. Now it's up. There, it's moving. Keeping in mind that I'm still waiting to see if we get a phone call coming in from somebody wanting computer support. They might show up on my as a phone call to my cell phone, or as somebody joining the Zoom meeting. Okay, so that completed that. Mirroring360 allows you to mirror. Click Next. Still hasn't asked me about a license. End user agreement, accept. Then it wants a license key. Request free trial. I'm going to try request a free trial. Put in my email address. They know that I already have an account with them using this email address. And then I'm on a tab here for create account. I don't want to do that. There's a tab over here for login with Splashtop account. So my LastPass is not remembering my credentials for this because it doesn't see the website address. So I'm going to have to grab the password for this account. Now I'm going to switch to a different camera here because I can't let you see that. And I'll come up here to, well, actually, you know what? I can let you see a little bit more. In order to get to this, I'm going to click up here on LastPass. And then I can search my LastPass vault. Oh, here's Splashtop. Actually, this isn't going to display for you, so I can show you this. If I come over here to copy and I click on this to drop down a list, I can copy the password. That puts the password into the clipboard without displaying it, which is cool. I'll come back here to this. Let's see. No, I'll probably Alt-Tab to get back to that. Yes, here's that Mirroring360. So then in this field, and I'll just press Control-V for paste, and it does not display the password. And I'll click Activate and see if it'll let me do that. I would hope that it would let me try it on an alternate computer before having to commit to buying it. That looks like the program's home screen. So this, yes, it worked. Very cool. It shows the computer name of DougDSO. So let's see, let's see how well I can show this to you. I'm going to go to my table camera, point the phone to you, and press the home button. So let's see, it'll recognize my fingerprint to unlock the phone, and then swipe up. And then there's this option here for screen mirroring. And then it will show me whatever computers that I have the Mirroring360 program actually running right now. And I'm going to choose this one for DougDSO. DSO stands for Digital Systems Online. That's the company I bought the computer from. Okay, so now it's showing on screen. I'm going to switch you back to my computer screen, and you should be able to see the image from my phone. And I need to touch the screen once in a while on my phone to keep it awake. Then I'll move the phone away because you don't need to see that anymore. And I'm looking behind me to see my Mac catch up with me on the live streaming video. Oh, there, it finally did. Okay, so that confirms to me that you do see it. And then I'll press the home button on the phone. That goes to the home screen. So the thing that I wanted to test on this is, can I do a FaceTime phone call and display that or capture that through the video? Well, that's interesting. Why is, oh, the live stream video is longer delayed than it normally is. All right, so, well, one way to do this is to try it with YouTube, because YouTube videos also seem to have the same problem. When I switch to the video, the computer screen has changed. Well, I can't show it to you that way. Let's go back to here. So on the computer, you see just that Mirroring360 screen, but I'm thinking it might still come up with the YouTube video. I'm going to start playing the YouTube video and turn my phone sideways and turn the volume down on the phone so we're not going to hear it. So the phone hasn't started playing the video yet. And now I'm thinking it may be because the phone can't handle being connected by AirPlay to Mirroring360 while it's also playing a video off of YouTube that's running through my Wi-Fi internet connection. I'm asking a lot of it. It seems to be stuck at 2 minutes. I'm going to try pressing the pause button on the YouTube video and then play. It's still not showing up. Oh, you know what? Maybe it is. Is it showing on screen? Let me try getting actually to the Mirroring360 screen. I've got so many windows open here on my computer. I wonder if that is the source of trouble. I don't see the Mirroring360 anywhere. This is a search that I was doing on my hard drive to try to find the Mirroring360 file. So I just stopped that. So let's close down some of these other things. I'm going to come down here to the, well, close this window that's blocking me, and then come down here to Windows Explorer, this file folder down here. I'll right click on it, close
with several general accounts by factory default, including root admin, admin, and guest.
How do I turn off that volume? Why can I not turn off that volume? So it started playing.
Which can be used by customers to initially configure OLT.
Oh, it's not playing smoothly, that's for sure. Let's see if it starts going again. I can't let this go very long because YouTube doesn't like playing other people's videos.
Customers need to create, delete.
Yeah, that's enough. So I'm going to press the home button. And that takes me back to the home screen. Even though I have the phone horizontal, it's showing vertical on the screen. What else would I test? Oh, this will be fun. How about, I got to keep touching the phone to keep it awake. If I go into the camera app, and I'm trying to click on it with my computer mouse, that won't work. Got to touch it. So there's the camera. It's the back facing camera showing my showing the image of my Mac, and I'm waiting to see what it shows through the live stream on my Mac. Interesting, I had the delay set down to minimum, and it's still looks kind of a long delay. Okay, so there it is finally. Now if I hit that flip button, where's the flip? Oh, there it is. There, I hit the flip button. So now it's facing my camera, and there we see the mirror and a mirror and a mirror effect. And I'm also seeing it backwards as reading that sign down below. So it's giving me a mirrored image. Can I fix that? I don't think I care about that. I'm kind of going overboard with that, but that's what tech people do. Well, let's see what oh, that's interesting. That gives me another camera. This actually gives me a camera that I can walk around my house with. All right, so let's see how that works. I'll flip it to the back facing camera, and yeah, I'll keep the phone horizontal. Let's see what happens when I turn that vertical. Oh, the screen actually turns vertical. If I turn the phone horizontal, then Mirroring360 does that. So I can actually take this phone and, oh, you can't hear me so well anymore. I don't think you can hear me through the phone microphone. So this is a way that I can do a house tour. And I'm wondering if it'll reach that far because I think it's using, well, it might be using Wi-Fi. I was going to say it's using Bluetooth, but I did not do any Bluetooth choices on the computers. So I think that's just transmitting by Wi-Fi. So now I can look, oh, I'm getting to watch on my iMac because of that delay. And I can see it going through the house. Oh, that is super cool and awesome. Yeah, you get to see my clutter. I'm a real person, deal with it. Okay, enough of that. Well, I think I'm going to conclude that I'm not getting any takers today. So let's end the mirroring session. Just close that window. Down here in the bottom right, it says stopped iPhone DB. iPhone DB is the name of my phone. The letters DB stands for DougBetts. And then Mirroring360, I can close that app. I totally want that on this computer. So let's go ahead and buy it. I can do that while I still have you with me. So I am set on the correct display. You're watching what I'm doing. So I'm going to go to this Mirroring360, and I do want that license. Now I wonder what is the Pro for? Oh, sharing up to 40 users. No, I'm not going to do that. So I'll buy another license key. It's claiming here that it's regularly $14.99. It says it's going to charge me $11.99, but last time it did not. You know what? I don't know. It might have shown me the lower price back then. What did I say it was? 6 something? Go over here into this contact card, and it was I said that back then I thought I was purchasing for $11.99. No, that's not true. I didn't put that dollar amount in on that date. I added that to this contact card today because I saw that's what the price is for today. They might have been quoting me $6.99 back then. I don't know. So then, coming up here, $11.99. It's automatically gonna use this same credit card, and that's a Privacycom card. And I'll tell about Privacycom in some other video, but it's going to use this Splashtop.com is the website, and this is the card that it uses. And that particular card has a limit of $30 per month. It's a virtual card. I make up these cards as I want to use them. Now, I made up this, that's interesting. I put in this $11.99 as the name of the card back then when I made that purchase. So yeah, they were claiming $11.99 back then, but it is card 6608. So I'm leaving that as 6608. They didn't insist on the billing information, so I'm not going to bother with that. And click Buy Now. Required columns. Oh, they want all this information now. All right, so if I click in here, it's my Google Chrome browser is offering to enter this information for me. That's not my company name there. I don't need to bother them with my company name, but it's Computer Age Consulting, fine. And it puts in the address and zip code and phone number and email and confirm email. So change address? No, I don't think I need to do that. I did just put in an address here. I don't want to change that. So let's see what happens if I do Buy Now. Yeah, it accepted that. It's got all this information. So apparently before they let me buy it without having that information. Your license key is now available. Click the Continue button to access your license key. So I'll click Continue. And so there I have that license is activated. This license is not activated yet. I'll double click on that license number, and that did successfully highlight it. Then press Control-C to copy it. And then I'll come over to the Mirroring360. Here's an icon down here in the system tray. So I'll click on that. That opens it up. And then I'll come up here to the gear icon. That should get me into a settings screen for the program. Mirroring Assist, get a new code. Mirroring ID, how do I start? Where do I do the license? Try About. All right, here's, I guess that would be the license key for the demo. That ends with Y3TF. That's not this same key. So next renewal date. So the renewal date of July 29th, today is the 22nd. So that was going to give me a 7-day trial period. Now the word license right here, when I don't have the mouse over it, it doesn't really look like it's a button. When I float the mouse over it, Now it looks like a clickable button. So I'm going to try clicking on that. Indeed, that's where I can put in the new license number. So I just drag my mouse across there by holding down the left mouse button and moving the mouse across there to highlight that text. Or I could double click on that text. Double clicking selects one word at a time. Now I'll press Control V to paste whatever is in the paste buffer, and that pastes the license code for me, and then click Activate. Now it shows Standard Edition right here. Oh, a moment ago it said something Pro Edition. I guess maybe it said Pro Trial Edition or something like that. Can I still see on my Mac over here? I'll have to maximize that and see. It's already past that. I can rewind a little bit because I use the DVR. Yeah, it said Pro Edition. So that was a 7-day license for Pro Edition. So it didn't have the word trial right here. It just said Pro Edition. So it was a trial because the license only had 7 days to go. So license is activated, Standard Edition. It's a perpetual license, which means it's not a subscription. Yeah, I can close that. I'm done with that About window, and I have disconnected the phone from the remote session, so I'm going to close that program. And I want to point out, let's see, so I don't have a Pro license. I have the standard license. Definitely the Pro license has at least the one difference where you can share with up to 40 users. Everything in standard plus screen sharing with up to 40 users. I'm not sure if that means sharing to 40 other people or 40 people being able to share with each other. I don't know. What happens if I add new subscription here? It should tell me what the price is. $30. And that it looks like, oh, I'd like to buy a subscription for one device. So that is a subscription, it appears. And I'm going to click the back button in the upper left and then go back here to buy more license keys. And this is Mirroring360 licenses, does not use the word subscription. So there's the distinction that for a single computer, single receiving computer, it's a one-time purchase. Now here's Mirroring360 Sender. What is that about? I think that is for sending from a Windows computer to other computers. Oh, that's $6.99. So that would be to send your computer screen to other computers on the network. Regular price $14.99, on sale for $6.99. That's interesting and attractive, but I don't have any use for that. So here again, I'm on the Mirroring360 site. I'll come over here to my user credentials. Usually the upper right corner is where you'll find access to your account. And go look at account info. Is there anything of interest in there? Gives me the ability to change a password. I can put in my name. I don't really care about that. Email preference. I can click here to change my email preferences. Modify your email subscriptions. So this should be to be able to change my preferences. I'm going to put a check mark here. I'm not a robot. It might do something further to make me prove I'm not a robot. And then click Submit. Your information has been submitted. Please look for an email. Apparently that was just for me to put in a different email address. I didn't need to do that. They weren't clear about that. I thought it was going to be an opportunity to like unsubscribe or choose which of their mailings that I want to get. To update your marketing email subscriptions. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was going to be, but that wasn't. And what it gave me was just a place for entering a new or different email address. To modify your email subscriptions or opt out, we first need to verify your address. Enter your email address. You will receive an email with a link that you can use to update your settings. Oh, I didn't read the fine print. Your subscriptions won't be updated until you click the link in that email and make the changes. Note this will not change any paid product subscriptions. All right. All right, come over here to my email. Go to my inbox and look for a recent email from Splashtop. Is recognized a new device. This isn't the one for changing email subscription. Oh, here's another one that just came in. And this shows email serves as your receipt. This is still not for changing my email subscriptions. Here's an email confirming that they did actually charge $11.99 for this purchase. Now that came to me from Privacy.com, not from Splashtop. So I think I'm expecting another email with a link for changing my subscriptions, my email subscriptions from Splashtop or Mirroring360. And that hasn't come in yet. So if I come back here and go to account info, email preference, and look, here's subscriptions. So this looked like subscriptions for emails. This is probably subscriptions for the software. Yeah, large deployment package is a subscription. I don't have any subscriptions. I just did outright purchase. Payment history shows the payments that I've made. Well, now wait a minute. This is interesting. Here, July 23rd, I made a purchase. Well, that's not that April date. That's a strange thing. Let's come back here. Here I said I started the free trial on January 17th. April 9th, I added this note today saying that I made the purchase. The reason I did that is because my privacy records here show me April 9th that I made this purchase. Oh, and there's a July 22nd is today. Did I get all mixed up on that? Oh, July 23rd, that is today. Oh, this was the older purchase. Okay, some of you realize that I was looking at this backwards and you've been yelling at the screen and trying to tell me what I was misunderstanding there. But this says that I paid $11.99. Now that's interesting. So let's come back over here and look at this Privacy.com. It says here that I paid $11.99. So I'm going to search for other Privacy.com emails and look for one from April 19th. Here it is. Well, that's not the transaction. Here's Splashtop, $11.99. That says $11.99. So Privacy.com back then in April said that I was charged $11.99 for that. Yet over here, that record shows $6.99. That doesn't make sense to me. Are any of you yelling at the screen right now trying to tell me what I am looking at wrong here? I don't get it. Well, I'm going to let go of that for now. And I'll check that later. Let's see. How about over here, Privacy.com? What does it say about the... Yeah, here it says $11.99 pending. So it's not settled yet. So could it possibly be that this one said $11.99 when it was pending, but then after it settled, it went to $6.99? I don't know. Let's go back over here. So here's that $11.99. Is there anything else for Splashtop after that? Nope. Just this one today. I'm going to click the X here to get rid of this search parameter. And then click on Inbox to get to back to my inbox, and then come back over here to my Mirroring360 account. I think I've about beat this to death. then let's come down to the program is already closed. I'm going to try Alt-Tab to be sure I no longer have that open. Nope. Then I'll come back here to my streaming software and let's go ahead and end the session. So this turned out, I thought this was going to be a first time since my daughter advertised that I was doing free computer support over YouTube, over Zoom and my Skype phone number. So if you'd like to request free computer support, you can do so by sending an email to this email address that's on your screen, DougBetts@LiveWindowsTraining.com. You do not have to do the capital letters where I put them. I just put them there to make it more readable. And the other ways is during the times when I'm doing this, which currently, today's July 22nd, currently I'm doing these on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And you can call on 559-500-3498. Technically, that's a Skype number, but you don't need to use the Skype app. Just dial it through a phone, and I'll answer the call on my phone. Or you can come into the Zoom session, and the Zoom session uses the same number as the phone. So the Zoom session ID is 559-500-3498, and the password is all fives. So 6 5s. 55555. I think that was 6. You get the idea. So email, Zoom, or phone call. I think that'll do it. Catch you later. Goodbye.